Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Alright, guys, clap it up. Just like the promo, man, we're gonna be going into the Lord's 57th Annual Passover in Houston. Everybody should be halfway or at least by 90% there.
But Salaki, y'all muted.
I mean, it's a fine time to tell us.
I mean, still alive.
Oh, no, Salaki. I was live. No, we couldn't hear him. But then all of a sudden, he just muted the last 2 seconds.
Okay, no sweat, no sweat.
Yeah, you said something about promo. Yeah, say something about promo.
Okay. Well, yeah. Tonight, man, you know, we're observing the closing of the Feast of Purim, right? We're gonna dive right back into the where we left off. What was it? Was it chapter 4 or 5?
If I could, we can give a quick recap on down to where we at now. So we're reading about the sister Esther. It is king, you understand? So this king owns 127 provinces, which is equivalent to 127 cities, right? He called for his wife. She didn't come. Disrespected him in front of everybody. He asked the wise man what to do about it. They suggested that he get rid of her and take everything that he's given her and give it to a woman that deserves it, right? Now the sister Esther, along with other sisters, well, I ain't gonna say sister, along with other women, was sought out and brought before the king, and the king ended up choosing Esther. You understand? Now Esther has an uncle who raised her because her parents passed away, who's Benjamin, who is from the tribe of Benjamin, which would be the Jamaicans today, and that brother's name was Mordecai, and she got chosen to be queen, and Mordecai told her not to tell the people of Israel about her position, and he has been coaching her the whole way along the way. The reason why the king chose her is because she showed humility. She came from nothing, so when he asked to what she can have anything in the world that she wanted, just ask for it. She didn't ask for nothing because she was blessed to have been given the things that she was already given. Her uncle Mordecai was inside the gates, and he heard of 2 men plotting to kill the king. So Mordecai told Esther, and Esther made sure she gave that report in Mordecai's name. So now the king has a book of that he write down of good deeds that people did for him, because he liked to give people a reward for being a help to him. And so Mordecai's name has been entered into that book. And Mordecai told him that 2 men was plotting against him to kill him. Those 2 men was killed. And now this is where we at right now.
That's the beginning of chapter 3. That was the ending of chapter 2, where he just recapped. So now we at chapter 3, verse 1.
Get the book and verse. Get the book as well.
Oh, so like this is the book of Esther, chapter 3, verse 1.
And if you got your King James Bible, please open them up, read along. You understand? So you can understand and see what's going on. You got it, Pre.
Come. Chapter 3, verse 1. After these things did King Ahasuerus promote Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, and advanced him and set his seat above all the princes that were with him. Verse 2. And all the king's servants that were in the king's gate bowed and reverenced Haman, for the king had so commanded concerning him. But Mordecai bowed not, nor did he reverence Salakia. Verse 3. Then the king's servant, which were in the king's gate, said unto Mordecai, why transgresseth thou the king's commandment?
You see that? Now, the king said for everybody to bow down to this certain man. Mordecai did not bow down to him. Us being Jews, we're stiff-necked people. The Bible says we're stiff-necked people. So we like proud people in what we believe.
That's
you
right.
Understand? So that's like somebody asking you today to bow down before them or bow to some man or bow to Donald Trump. You understand? Or like they say, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Right.
And they see your black ass sitting down, and they like, the hell wrong with them?
Right.
You ain't gonna pledge your allegiance to the flag? We're stiff-necked people, you understand? Like Colin Kaepernick, he took a knee instead. You understand? So Mordecai, he did not bow to this man. Because of that, they saying, why did you try and aggress against the king? Why are you going against the king? Like, who you think you is to go against the king? You understand? Read on.
Come. Verse 4. Now it came to pass, when they spake daily unto him, and he hearkened not unto them, that they told Haman to see whether Mordecai's matters would stand. For he had told them that he was a Jew.
He said what?
He told them that he was a Jew.
They should understand just off of those few words. You understand? That's like when I'm at work or when I'm out and about and I'm doing something, I always lead with somebody have an accusation. I always lead with, I'm an Israelite. A brother asks me, hey, you got a cigarette? I'm an Israelite. I don't smoke. I don't say I don't smoke. I say I'm an Israelite. I don't smoke. That's right. You know, somebody lose something at work, they think somebody stole it. Hey man, hey, you seen my such and such, man? I think somebody stole my stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, I'm an Israelite. I don't steal. You know what I'm saying? Like these are in our these things are in our commandments. You understand? So he's saying, I'm a Jew. Let them know right off the bat. He lived off the laws, statutes, and commandments. He believed in the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He ain't down with all that bowing down to no man and you know, giving no man no worship and all that shit. He ain't with that. You understand?
It's like, if I could, that bring on a heavy point, man. What you was bringing up as how you always lead with saying that you're an Israelite, right? Because at the Slave, we have a safety meeting every Tuesday, right? And you know, they go to McDonald's and they get their little burritos with the sausages in it and the little biscuit, sausage biscuit sandwich. But they always, because they know that I'm an Israelite, they know to bring me a chicken biscuit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Every Tuesday, I get nobody touch it. If it come up missing, they know Ramon finna be cutting up about his chicken biscuit, man, because I don't eat what y'all eat. When they throw, when they celebrate like a bonus or a good project that we did, right, and they cook, they barbecue, my boss always says, I'm gonna cook your steak and your chicken first before I put the pork on the grill.
I'm right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because I already explained to him what my teaching and what I believe. You get what I'm saying? And how what I eat can't be contaminated with what y'all eat. You feel what I'm saying? So that's a heavy point to always lead by letting everybody know who you are. Now, don't go to your slave and then, you know what I'm saying, try to run, you know what I'm saying, change up the way they got going on, because you got to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, you basically letting them know that you don't do certain things that everybody else does because you are an Israelite. You're different.
Yeah, right. You want to chime in your side?
Oh no, I was just saying, you know, damn right. I do the same thing. I let them know I'm an Israelite. And plus, according to like Officer One was saying, you know, you don't go changing things. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you probably gonna just lose out. You know, certain things I might just lose out because I'm an Israelite. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So you might not change up your program, but I'll just, you know, I'll just lose out on that. You know what I'm saying? Like we know, like when one supervisor, whenever he buying the stuff, he gonna make sure it's turkey or beef for me. And then all of a sudden you have a few others. All of a sudden don't eat pork. But then when the other supervisor do it, he buys just the chicken and pork mix. But you know, for some reason, they all eating but me. So, you know, some people just, you know, but they know mine is just that's who I am. It's cultural, it's spiritual, it's a religion to them. You know, so other people just they don't eat pork because of high blood pressure, and they might have a cheat day even now and then. But yeah, living this lifestyle, our people have to know who we are because they do inspire others. You know what I'm saying? So you never know who's watching, looking up to you, and gonna say, "Damn, man, there's something about him." That's all I wanted to say.
Damn right. And you should consider that everybody is watching. You know what I'm saying? And most of all, the Most High God is watching. The angels is watching. Giving a report. You understand? Read on.
Come. Verse 5. And when Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did he reverence, then was Haman full of wrath. Verse 6. And he thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone, for they had showed him the people of Mordecai. Wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews that were throughout the whole kingdom of Ahasuerus.
You see that? Even back then, the Jews was hated. Just like today, they hate blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians today. Even back then, the Jews was hated. You understand? Like imagine everybody bowing down. Like everybody that's out there bowing down. Let's say like 500 people bowing down. It's this one stubborn nigga that's looking at everybody like, shit, y'all got me fucked up. You know, I'm not gonna bow down like that's a Jew. That's us. You know what I'm saying? That's our spirit. If we own something, that's what we own. You understand? That's why we the best at doing the evil things that we do. You understand? Like I hate this. I'm not even gonna say it. I hate to say it. I ain't even gonna say it. So if black people do something, they go to the extreme doing it. If they become a murderer, they go to the extreme doing the murder. You understand? Now we can't do that better than the white man, because of course he World War II, World War III, you know, he bombing countries, and you know what I'm saying?
We ain't got no resources.
Right. You understand? But
if we did.
We do everything to the extreme, whether it be sports or, you know what I'm saying, food or whatever. You understand? We do it to the utmost, full out. You understand? So they mad with these brothers to the point of where they want to beat him, because that's making a statement. Like making a statement in front of everybody. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 7. In the first month, that is the month Nisan, in the 12th year of King Ahasuerus, they cast Purim, that is the lot before Haman from day to day and from month to month, to the 12th month, that is the month Adar. Verse 8. And Haman said unto King Ahasuerus, there's a certain people scattered abroad and dispersed among the people in all the provinces of thy kingdom, and their laws are diverse from all people.
You see that? Speaking about the Jews, our laws are different from everybody's laws. You understand? The sister just brought out yesterday about the law that they passed in what was it, Russia? You said? Russia. In Russia, that now they can beat their women in Russia. You understand? Like the Bible don't teach that. You go in the Quran, these Muslim brothers, they believe they can beat a woman. They believe they can sleep with a child. You understand? A Muslim told me, you know what I'm saying, that he was gonna deal with a little boy in a, you know, in an ungodly way. Right? And he say, no, because it said you can't lay with mankind. It ain't say you couldn't lay with little boys.
Wow.
I said, yeah, it's Muslim thing. A little weird. Y'all a little weird doing that Muslim thing. You understand? Also, you got to look at the Roman Catholicism. They circumcising the babies, and the priest sitting up there sucking the blood out the baby penises. You understand? So the ways of these different nations, our ways were diverse. Our ways was different. You understand? Right. So now they understand why Mordecai didn't bow, because he from another nation. That's right. And these people are scattered among all the provinces, and the way they handle themselves and they law, they are different people. Hey, Shalom, how about Shimmy Al-Shah Rakathai? What it is just joined up?
I think there's Officer Yakuwan.
Hey, Shalom, y'all about Shimmy Al-Shah.
Yo, Shimmy Al-Shah. Hey, Salakia. Why y'all can y'all put the attendance link in the class?
Yes, like I think Yakuwan, he know how to do that.
Come on. Let me jump on my computer, man, and I got you, other one. Salakia.
Just let us know when the attendance link up. So anybody that that's attending the class, he's gonna put an attendance link in the chat. You click that link and fill out the attendance sheet or whatever. That way we know you attended the class. You can get credit for your classes going towards your 90 days to becoming a brother or a sister in the school. Yo, man, trying to join. Yeah, Con, you can join. Yeah, come on up. Y'all got the link for the brother to join in the chat.
I think Officer Yakuwan. Yeah.
I'm gonna post it out.
Yeah, no sweat. So when the brother when he posts a link, you can go ahead and come up, y'all, man. All right. All right, so let's read on.
Come. Slaki, and their laws are diverse from all people. Neither keep they the king's laws. Therefore, it is not of Slaki. Therefore, it is not for the king's profit to suffer them.
You see that? Now they're trying to bring up a case against the Jews and try to make it like they don't even do with the king. They don't follow the laws of the king. Right. Let me explain something to you. That's how we supposed to be today. If the laws go against the Bible, we supposed to be against those laws.
That's right.
You understand? Now, according to the Bible, it's certain things that we can't do, but it's lawful in this land. It's lawful under, you know what I'm saying, the president that we have today. For instance, a man can marry a man and a woman can marry a woman under their law. You understand? But we keep God's law rather than keeping man's laws. You understand? And that's what separated us from everybody else. That's why the Jews were so diverse. So now he bringing up a case to try to get the king to go against the Jews. You understand? But the Lord got one loaded in the chamber with the sister Esther. You understand? Right. He got one more loaded in the chamber with the brother Mordecai. Let's read on and see what's going on in these scriptures, man.
Okay. Verse 9. If it please the king, let it be written that they may be destroyed.
That what?
That they may be destroyed.
They've been trying to destroy blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians in the ancient biblical times. You understand? But we still here today. We got this truth. We got this Bible. We understand what's in the Bible, and that's an absolute miracle. Because these people try to keep this information away from us. They try to keep the fact that we are the true Jews of the Bible away from us. They try to keep us away from keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, because if they do that, then they can rule over us. They can continue to rule over us. We can continue to be second-class citizens. We can continue to be downtrodden beneath their foot. They can push us out of our neighborhoods so they can build a park.
Right.
Or, you know what I'm saying, build a freeway over our neighborhood. They can treat us any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Because we not following our God. But when we following our God, you understand? The Lord of move spirits for us and work miracles for us.
That's right.
We're going to find that out in these scriptures right here in this story about the sister Esther.
Hey, Salakia. If I can, what did it say? It pleased the king? It pleased the king that they be destroyed, just like it pleased your goddamn oppressor today. It's like it pleased every nation today for to see us destroyed, to see us in the ghettos, to see us unaliving each other, to see us on crack, to see us selling drugs throughout the communities, to see our families ripped apart. It pleased them. That's what it's talking about. It's the same thing going on today. Like it pleased Donald Trump to see us destroyed. It pleased them when they deporting the so-called Latinos. It pleases them. You got it.
Hey, Salaki, sir. I don't want him. Both the link is in the chat, and also the attendance signing sheet is in the chat. Salaki.
Right. So if you want to become a brother or sister in the school, hit that attendance link so we can make sure we start counting your attendance, towards you being able to earn your name and become a brother or sister in the school. The water for that too, Officer Yakuwan.
Salaki.
Tunnel concert.
I was gonna add what Officer Mattabar just said. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something about the pleasure that your oppressor get from you, right? I've seen the video, what you call it, a compilation? What's it called? Compilation, right? They asked like I think it was like 10 white police officers, white police officers. Why did they become a police officer? And every last one of I'm talking about they not even around each other. This is 10 separate interviews of why they became a police officer. And every last one of them answer was, I just like to chase people. Now, we've seen the evidence, right, of when they pull over a white person, you understand, a person of their own, and we just seen the evidence of when they pull over black people, right? They only chasing us. You get what I'm saying? So, like Officer Mattabar just brought out, they get pleasure from seeing you hurt. I think it was called, what's that phrase that short and product.
Even if it hurt them.
Even if it would hurt them, they just want to see you destroyed. Period. You understand? Go ahead, sis.
So like I just saw a thing on Facebook today. I think it was in Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
This man did this study for a whole year. He drove without a license, his plate was expired for a whole year.
Right.
He said he went through several different cities, several different areas where when he did police work, he was a white man, never got stopped in a whole year. He wanted to prove that it was biased.
Right.
Based on who they pull over. And he was like, basically, telling them, y'all need to have some reform with police because I went a whole year and y'all never hear me over.
And if I could,
go ahead.
That like it's so heavy what the sister was saying. What she was saying was, if y'all couldn't hear, she saw a post earlier about this white man that ran an experiment, and he purposely drove around with his vehicle completely illegal. He made sure to go where the police officers were, to pass by the police officers. They never even thought to run his tags because he was a white man.
That's right.
Get what I'm saying? And he did this for how long, sis? He did this for a year.
365 days.
365 days. 0 incidents with police officers. You understand? Just to show that it's a lot of bias going on out here. You want to get away with crimes, be a white man.
That's right.
Have you heard of the Epstein files? He in the Epstein files. You understand? Nobody has been. How many people have been arrested for the Epstein files?
Did it?
Only look. I don't know if he in the file. There was a file. He ain't nobody Diddy in the file.
Man,
I
guarantee you he in there.
He say Diddy was in the file.
He's
It's
the
surprising.
nigga on the planet.
But nobody has got arrested because all of those men are powerful white men. You understand? And if you're just a regular white man, you're a powerful white man because police officers gonna treat you with respect. You get caught stealing, they gonna give you a summons. A nigga get caught stealing, you get the stitches.
Right.
Get beat the hell up, chase that down. Go ahead.
And I want to say a lot of their people, they really don't even want them to be arrested because, they have that mind frame, judge not, least ye be judged. And they know they got skeletons all up in their closet. So they ain't trying to say nothing. They want their war.
Also, the statistics, you know what I'm saying? They want to have them numbers looking like, you know, they ain't committing crime. It's just us committing crime. You got it out of mind.
Right.
No, I was about to say, if I'm not mistaken, I think they did arrest some Edomite or something. One of y'all could look it up, but I think somebody did get arrested or something like that.
Europe. Are you talking about a boy from Europe?
Yeah, I don't know who he is. I mean, I don't give a damn about the Europeans, but it was one of them that got arrested.
I think it was. I think Prince Edwards from the UK or something.
Yeah, that's who it was. One of them did get charged or something like
from
that.
America. Yeah, and then I think it was something with him giving up information to foreign intel or something like that. I don't think he even was dealing with those things, because even in the UK, he was involved in sexual assault or something, and he paid off something to get it done, and a woman wind up unaliving herself or something. So when it comes to sexual deviant, you know, the scripture says it best. It says Esau is a fornicator. They love unlawful sex. Anything unlawful with sex, if it's sleeping with an animal or a child or taking it by force, that's them. That's who they are, and you know they don't see nothing wrong with that. Then our people do it, and remember, you know, our people now are bastards, so we have a father, so we get corrected.
Right.
But then we don't realize, and we point at them. Well, he did it, and nothing happened because this child don't have a father. He a bastard. He could come in when he want, do what he want, and he good.
Right. Isn't Esau known for being tree humpers? Don't they be humping on trees? They be humping on trees and every goddamn thing. Like they can't help themselves from the fornication that they do, man. Because they are the wicked of the earth. You know what I'm saying? And like y'all was just bringing out, like, ain't nobody give a damn, because they was unaliving us from trees and sitting there smiling. They had a smile on their face. You got it.
Kind of, if I could read up a little bit from what we was.
This is the middle of verse 8, right? And it says, and their laws are diverse from all people. Neither keep they the king's law.
You see that? He's saying y'all, they don't even keep the king law. Read on.
Therefore, it is not for the king's profit.
It's what?
It is not for the king's profit.
Read on.
To suffer them.
It's saying, like, why the king even putting up with them? They don't even listen. They don't even keep his law. They don't do what he say. You understand? So read on.
Verse 9. If it please the king.
If it what?
Please the king.
Come on.
Let it be written that they may be destroyed. And I will pay 10,000 talents of silver to the hands of those that have the charge of the business.
You see that? You see that? Like,
that nigga put a hit up.
That sound like, you know, that sound like ice. That sound like $50,000 bonus to go out here and catch these Israelites and catch these Jews. You understand? That's what that sound like. Nothing new under the sun. They getting paid to chase you down and whoop your ass and throw you in the cell.
Dang.
They getting paid to kill you on the streets. They getting paid to do that. You understand? They taking a bounty. You got a price on your head. Black man, Hispanic man, Native American, Indian man, and woman. Read on.
To bring it into the king's treasuries. Verse 10. And the king took his ring from his hand and gave it unto Haman, the son of the Hammedatha.
It's okay if you fuck the name up.
Yeah.
It's he.
I mean, it is he.
So he gave the ring to him because the ring would usually have what was in the ancient days called a seal. And that king would take that ring and that hot wax, and he'll put that ring in that hot wax. That way they know this was signed off by the king, because only the king have this ring. You see what I'm saying? So they'll put a little red wax on there. He'll stamp it. That way you know it was him, and it's official. You understand? So when they brought it to the king said, I'm cool with it. Don't make me no difference. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, once again, they making the king feel disrespected. That's right. They making the king feel like his power is being tested. That's the same thing that happened when he called for his wife, and his wife said, you know, I ain't coming, in front of everybody. He disrespected him in front of everybody. Mordecai disrespected him in front of everybody. Everybody bowed and did what the king said do. Mordecai still was standing up. You understand? So they Jews. That's what they do. They don't follow our laws. So what good is they to the king if they don't listen to the king? Cut him off, kill him. You understand? The king gave him the ring. Read on.
Okay. Salaki, the Agagite, the Jews' enemy. Verse 11. And the king said unto Haman, the silver is given unto thee, the people also, to do with them as it seemeth good to thee.
Right. You do whatever you want to do to them. You know what I'm saying? I got the money behind it. You know what I'm saying? So he basically made a deal. Read on.
Okay. Verse 12. Then were the king's scribes called. Salaki. Then when the king's scribe called on the 13th day of the first month, and there was written according to all that Haman had commanded unto the king's lieutenants, and to the governors that were over every province, and to the rulers of every people of every province, according to the writings thereof.
So this was spread out to every province. Guess what? He said earlier the Jews were scattered in every province. You understand? So now it's a bounty on every Jew head, on every Israelite head. Read on.
Come on. And to every people after their language, in the name of King Ahasuerus. Salaki, was it written and sealed with the king's ring?
Right. It was sealed with what?
The king's ring.
Once again, the king take that ring, put it in that hot wax and seal it. It's official. They know the king ordained it. You understand? Read on.
It's like, come on. Verse 13. And the letters were sent by post into all the king's provinces to destroy, to kill, and to cause to perish all Jews, both young and old, little children and women, in one day, even upon the 13th day of the 12th month, which is the 12th, Salaki, which is the month Adar, and to take the spoil of them for a prey.
And this was done, you know what I'm saying? Like this was in the Persian and the Medes. You understand? This was what you would today be your Arabs. You understand? Like growing up in the hood, we think we don't have no history with them. You understand? We don't know we was in captivity under these people. So we see them, we like, what's up? They're like, they the homies. They go to the club with us. You know what I'm saying? You let them sleep with your women, the whole nine. Treat them like, you know, family, because we look at them like we don't have no bad blood, no bad history with them. Lo and behold, you go in these scriptures, and they was flat out putting the money up for everybody to unalive the Jews. For everybody to do. Children and adults. What'd you say, your side?
Oh no, Salaki, I was saying when you say that we let them sleep with our women, but you notice that would they be in our hood, but they hide their women. They hide their women.
Yeah, right. I don't know now nigga from the hood that slept with an Arab woman. They don't play that. You understand?
Oh,
they'll put a baby in one of our sisters in the hot second, because guess what? That's another mother.
Right.
They understand that the man plant the seed.
That's right.
And the seed is what the plant gonna be. You understand? Like you can put an apple seed from America in the dirt in China. It ain't gonna be a Chinese apple. It's just gonna be an apple.
That's right.
You understand?
Right.
That seed determines what you are.
Right.
So if your father's a black man, you're a black man. Your father's an Arab, you're an Arab. Your forefathers is Arabs, and so on and so on. They understand this. You understand? So we like, I'm gonna hook you up with my cousin, or you know what I'm saying? And then there you go. They nation get bigger, and ours get smaller. That's right. When a woman go out there, go ahead.
I know, finish your thought, out of work.
No sweat. When one of our women go out there and they have a baby by another nation, they just killed one of us. Right. You understand? That was supposed to be an Israelite baby. Instead, it's a white man's baby, an Arab baby, a Chinese baby. and so on and so on. You understand? So that's a way that they use to erase us. You got to remember, back in Egypt, they were saying kill the sons, kill the boys. They wanted to keep the women because they know that when they plant their seed in that woman, their race is gonna grow. Their race is gonna keep getting bigger and bigger. But if they kill the men, they stop the men from existence, then they kill the race. You understand? You want to kill a race of people? Kill the men. You understand? Right. You got to decide.
Yeah, no, when you were saying it, I wanted to say, like, you know, coming up, I would talk to them, and they know they're Ishmael. You will never hear them say they come from Hagar. They say they come from Ishmael or then Abraham, because they know you are the seed of your father.
Damn right. That's heavy. Damn right. Read on what you got.
It's like I was gonna add on to what you were saying because it was heavy. How they, you know what I'm saying, just how they come into our neighborhoods and control and rule, man. Because not only do they know, you know, how to bind the strong man, they know to do it with the money, right? That's why they setting these cornerstones, you know what I'm saying, in damn near every corner of the hood. You know what I'm saying? One of these major store companies go down, they go buy the building. They pretty much get it for free. The government funded for them. You feel what I'm saying? And then they get to, you know, trash your neighborhood with cigars and alcohol. You get what I'm saying? And then when they take that money that they made from you, y'all seen that video with the Arab overseas. He flashing the Arab money saying nigga money, nigga money, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He know, you get what I'm saying, that he can control your neighborhood just by controlling where your money go, where you spend it. It ain't going back into the black man pocket, it's going into there. That's why he's saying nigga money, nigga money. You know what I'm saying? Like it's, I mean, it's spirit. They know, you know what I'm saying? They need to be positioned over you in order for them to flourish or win.
Right, read on. Let's see if we can get to some of the meat of it. It's getting good right now.
Come. This is verse 14. The copy of the writing for a commandment to be given in every province was published unto all people, that they should be ready against that day. Verse 15, the post went out, being hastened by the king's commandment, and the decree was given in Shushan, the palace. And the king and Haman sat down to drink, but the city Shushan was perplexed. This is chapter 4, verse 1. When Mordecai perceived all that was done, Mordecai rent his clothes and put on sackcloth with ashes and went out into the midst of the city and cried with a loud and bitter cry. Verse 2, and came even before the king's gate, for none might enter into the king's gate clothed with sackcloth. Verse 3, and in every province, wherever so the king's commandment and his decree came, there was a great mourning among the Jews.
Right. They started unaliving us, man. They started unaliving children. You understand? They looking for them 10,000 shekels of silver. You understand? They started killing us left and right. Any Jew they see. And us, like, we imagine you walking down the street and you ain't did nothing, but it's a wanted poster with your face on it, $10,000 on his head. You understand? Whoever killed him. You understand? Like, that's horrifying, man. You know what I'm saying? And you read on and it say whoever killed his children too.
And his wife.
Or anybody who looked like him, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went through hell under these people, man. Under the our old corner store friend. Somebody said Salaka. I know, swear, read on.
Come. In every province, whither so the king's commandment and his decree came, there was a great mourning among the Jews, and fasting, and weeping, and wailing, and many laid in sackcloth and ashes. Verse 4. So Esther's maids and her chamberlain came and told it her. Then was the queen exceedingly grieved, and she sent raiment to clothe Mordecai, and to take away his sackcloth from him, but he received it not. Verse 5, then Esther for Hathach one of the king's chamberlains, whom he had appointed to attend upon her, and gave him a commandment to Mordecai to know what it was and why it was. Verse 6. So Hatak went forth to Mordecai unto the street of the city, which was before the king's gate. Verse 7. And Mordecai told him of all that had happened unto him, and of the sum of the money that Haman had promised to pay to the king's treasuries for the Jews to destroy them. Verse 8. Also he gave him the copy of the writing of the decree that was given at Shushan to destroy them, to show it unto Esther, and to the Salaka, and to declare it unto her, and to charge her that she should go in unto the king and make supplication unto him.
And to do what?
Make supplication unto him.
Charge her. He gave her that paper to charge her. Like, look what they doing. Like, look what this king, your husband, is doing to your people. You understand? Look at what he's doing. He charged her because she's the only person in position to do something about it. She's the only person in position that can either do two things: make the king have compassion on the Jews, or allow the king to go ahead and do what he want to do, because she living a life of luxury. Remember, she came from nothing. Now she's the queen over 127 provinces. You understand? She is rich as she want to be. She got all the gold she want, all the silver, all the jewels, all the apparel, the best silk. The man had marble pillars, you understand, of different colors. Like, this man had Egyptian silk, and you know what I'm saying, Egyptian cotton. He had the best of the best. She living good. They out there getting killed. They out there dying. They out there mourning. She's safe. So what is she gonna do? Is she gonna choose to live up under the king comfortably and just not say nothing for the sake of her own selfishness? Or is she gonna be a rider for her people?
Right.
Like, this right here remind me of that Glorilla and Brorilla situation. Real talk. Glorilla, she in the real thing, she getting a million, she getting that money, and her family in the goddamn ghetto, and she don't give a damn. She don't give a damn about her brothers and sisters. You understand? But this sister Esther, she had integrity, man. She had integrity.
It's a lot. Not to, don't forget what Mordecai stand in this too, right? Because she sent him money for some clothes. He walking around in sackcloth. Now, if she was sending him money for some clothes, you know what I'm saying? Imagine if he turned his back on his people, the money, you know what I'm saying, that he could possibly get up out of her just to even not give a damn about what happened to the Jews. But he don't want no damn money. He want the situation for his people to change.
Yeah, I'm right.
You feel what I'm saying?
He like some clothes.
You know what I'm saying? You know what's happening to my people.
They killing babies.
Exactly.
Man, get this shit out my face, man.
Right.
Esther this and charge Esther and let Esther know, like, this was going on. You see the amount of money that they giving to kill babies, to kill us? Go ahead, Yesai, you got it.
No, yeah, and I wanted to say, and to go to show the spirit of Esther, the power she was in, she still was being guided by Mordecai, somebody without no money, somebody in sackcloth. Most time, you'll have a woman, once she rises to a certain status, a nigga like Mordecai couldn't tell her nothing. But yet she still was able to humble herself and then submit herself to a man up in society of a lower stature than her. That was a humble sister.
Man, look, you remember, I know y'all know this damn movie, man. I'm trying to, okay, ATL, right? ATL. T.I., his little brother, they parents died.
Right.
Esther's parents died. T.I. and his little brother, they uncle took them in. Esther's uncle took her in. Here's the difference. She honored that man that took her in when her parents died. She honored him. She remembered that. That wasn't a light thing. That was like, I would have, ain't no telling where I would have been. And I don't know if they had foster homes or something back then or whatever. Like, she wouldn't even know her people, know her family members. She wouldn't know who the hell she is, all the things that he taught her, because she would have really never had somebody that actually cared about her. She know that her uncle took her in and raised her as his own child. That means something to that sister. And you got children right now today would disrespect their mother. You understand? As if it don't mean it don't mean nothing to them. That your mama gave you life. She cooked for you. She cleaned. She did everything for you. And you're gonna disrespect your mama? You understand? Not Esther. That sister had integrity. You understand? And also, Mordecai always reminded her, never let her forget. You understand? Like he had to be a hell of a brother when he raised her.
That's right.
Because even though she up there, she in the highest seat that a woman can be in that land. And she still listens to a man that's poor and in the goddamn ghetto.
Right.
That man did something for her that's more important than anything. That man took her in as his own. You understand? And raised her as his own. You understand? Read on.
Verse 8. Also, he gave him the copy of the writing of the decree that was given at Shushan to destroy them and show it unto Esther, and to declare it unto her and charge her that she should go in unto the king to make supplication unto him and to make requests before him for her people.
Okay. Not only if she made a request for her people, but pay attention to how she did it. Pay attention to how she talked to her husband. Real quick, somebody asked the question. They said, "Are you guys the black Israelite people?"
No, we just Israelite.
We are Israelites. We're not black Israelites. When somebody say black Hebrew Israelite, that means it can be a white Hebrew Israelite, a Chinese Hebrew Israelite, a Japanese, Vietnamese Hebrew Israelite. No, we just the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. So yes, we are the Lord's chosen people that the Bible speaks of. You understand? Go ahead.
Come. Verse 9. And Hathach came and told Esther the words of Mordecai. Verse 10. Again, Esther spake unto Hathach and gave him commandment unto Mordecai. Verse 11. All the king's servant and the people of the king's provinces do know that whatsoever, whether man or woman, shall come unto the king into the inner court, who is not called, there is one law of his to put him to death.
Right. So if you just walk up on the king unannounced, you didn't like you just come in without making the appointment. The punishment is what?
Death.
The punishment is what?
Death.
Death. They don't give a damn who you is. If the king didn't ask for you to come before the king, and you come before the king, your ass is grass. You understand? Read on.
Come. Except such to whom the king shall hold out the golden scepter.
You see that? Now, if you come up to the king unannounced, and he take that golden scepter, and he hold it out, that's him saying, okay, let him speak. Let her speak. It's okay. Them guards sitting there like, because you got to think about it. If you're able to come up to a king unannounced, you can kill him. I'm just going to walk up on him and kill him. You can't come up to, if we at the mall, whoever is the higher ranking man, you can't just come up to him unannounced.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You see, you think you know I was at a mall. Try to walk up to him in the mall. You understand? And you gonna be like, damn, is that nigga a celebrity or something? Nigga like, hey, I know this nigga. I grew up with this nigga. We don't give a damn. You can't just walk up on him like that. You understand? If it's Commander Junior Hunter, you can't just walk up on him like that. You understand? If one of these brothers is the highest ranking man, you can't just walk up on him like that. Nigga gonna stop you in your tracks and state your business. You understand? And then that high ranking brother gonna have to say, no, he good. You get what I'm saying? So when you walk up on a king, you can't walk up on a king unannounced. Then anybody can do anything to him. You understand? And he put that scepter out like this. He point that staff at him. He like, they good. Don't do nothing to him. Let him speak. You understand? Read on. Salagi, hold on. But if he don't do that, your ass is grass. If he don't hold that staff out, you dead. You shouldn't have came up in there. You understand? Go ahead.
Come. Salaki, except such to whom the king shall hold out the golden scepter, that he may live. But I have not been called to come in unto the king these 30 days. Verse 12. And they told to Mordecai Esther's words. Verse 13. Then Mordecai commanded Esther.
Go ahead.
No, something just hit me. You know, when she said she ain't been called to the king in 30 days. You probably need to read that again from some of my real 30 days.
Man, that's the queen though. That's the queen of all the land though.
Nigga miss a day or two. Nigga miss a day or two. Hey, look, nigga miss a day or two. She want counsel. But when something not right, shit, I'm not your wife no more? You mean this man never called this woman in 30 days and she don't want counsel? So like, I just need to laugh. Nah, she can't.
Hey, that's hilarious. Look, they ain't have no cell phone or none of that back then. But it was rough back then. She had to write the king a letter or something. Can you please take this letter to the king? You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
You don't know what city it got 127.
Go ahead, read on.
Salaki. Verse 13. Then Mordecai commanded to Esther, think not with thyself that thou shalt escape in the king's house.
You see that? Don't think you're gonna be safe in the king's house. You understand? Don't be just thinking about yourself. Read on.
Don't come more than all the Jews.
Don't think about yourself and forget about everybody else. Don't put yourself above your people. You still a nigga. You understand? Just like Jay-Z said in that song, still a nigga. And he said, I'm not black, I'm OJ. And then he said, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't forget who the hell you are. Don't forget that you're a black, Hispanic, Indian.
All right.
You understand? You still a nigga. Read on.
Come. Verse 14. For if thy altogether holdeth thy peace at this time, then shall the enlargement and deliverance arise to the Jews from another place.
You see that? Now, if you let this keep going on, we gonna be destroyed. We're gonna have to be delivered out to a whole nother place. You understand? Read on.
Come. But thou and thy father's house shall be destroyed. And whom knoweth whether thou art Salaki, and who knoweth whether thou art come to the king, Salaki, to the kingdom for such a time as this. Verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
Then Esther bade them return Mordecai this answer. Verse 16. Go, gather together all the Jews that are present in Shushan, and fast ye for me, and neither eat nor drink 3 days, night or day. I also and my maidens will fast likewise.
You see that? She said, all right, then, well, that's a bet. But this is what I need y'all to do. Y'all fast and pray, and let's do this together for me. Right. Let's fast unto the Most High God, because whatever is required for me to do, I'm going to do this thing. That's what I'm going to do. You understand? Like, hey, if I die, if I go before the king and he don't put that scepter out, then I'm dead. But what I am gonna do, I'm gonna go let the king know how I feel about what's going on. I ain't just gonna sit idly by and let y'all get killed while I feel safe inside of the king's house and under his riches. You understand? Read on.
Come. And so will I go into the king, which is not according to the law. And if I perish, I perish.
Right. She said, what now?
If I perish, I perish.
She said, if I die, I die. You understand? If I die, I just die. But I'm gonna go see about my people. You understand? Go ahead.
Come. Verse 17. So Mordecai went his way and did according to all that Esther had commanded him. Chapter 5, verse 1. Now it came to pass on the 3rd day that Esther put on her royal apparel and stood in the inner court of the king's house, over against the king's house. And the king sat upon his royal throne in the royal house, over against the gate of the house.
No, y'all should.
Verse 2. And it was so, when the king saw Esther, the queen, standing in the court, that she obtained favor in his sight. And the king held out to Esther the golden scepter.
You see that? She obtained favor in his sight. How did she do that? Because she's not a bitch. Because she's kind. loving, she's sweet, she's caring, she's obedient, she do everything that damn king say. And on top of that, she the baddest woman in the land. It's one thing to be a fine sister, but to be obedient and kind.
That's right.
I mean, like a nigga can't tell you no, he don't know how to say no.
Okay.
The nigga don't say N words. You know what I'm saying? Like, she came before the king, and he quickly like, wait, hold on now, don't touch that. That's me right there. What you need, baby? You know what I'm saying? He held out there, go ahead.
And shit, I wanted to say, and he realized, you know, which is, I remember, you know, first getting into the truth on them phone classes, and I remember you all of a sudden, you know, I'm talking about a woman, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, but it's like it. Now I'm saying a woman gotta look good, you know, but you know, you saying no, it take more than that. You know what I'm saying? She gotta have certain characteristics. But Sean Vesta, the king wanted to show off her beauty, but you know what I'm saying? He forgot her spirit didn't match her beauty. Even though she looked good like that, she'll tell you, nigga, please, in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? Well, for Esther, she had beauty and her character matched her beauty. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he realized that's something valuable.
Damn right. That damn that like that they make a sister untouchable. You gonna say something about
No, I'm gonna say she stood on business. She stood on business behind her people. That's the most important thing. Like, she stood on business behind her people. You know what I'm saying? She's like, nah, you know, whatever you saying, all good, but I'm gonna stand behind my people because that's still my people. And she stood on business. You got it.
Damn right. You know, you catch some of these women nowadays, they want to be beautiful just to get the bag. You know what I'm saying? You want to find a beautiful woman, go look on OnlyFans.
Right.
She doing something ungodly, unseemly. You understand? Like they say, wow, the pretty girl is so bad. Or what's that Drake song? You got an attitude, you got the right to have an attitude or something.
Yeah,
something like that. Like because you fine and you pretty, you got the right. You know, now you can just be a bitch to everybody. That's the furthest from the truth. You understand?
Right.
You gotta.
That makes you. I mean, your beauty stands for nothing at that point.
Beauty
is
right.
If I could, yeah, your beauty. I mean, you know, it can be overlooked very, very easy when you are, what's the word I'm looking for? Unpleasing. You understand? A pain to be around, a tolerance for the most sake. You get what I'm saying? And the thing about Esther, she was raised right. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the difference between Salakia, our sisters, majority of our sisters today, right? Which is why the ISUPK is the most prominent place you can be in, because even if you don't have a mother or father, Commander Junior Hunter is going to raise you properly, even in your old age. You get what I'm saying? He's gonna do it with these scriptures, man. Right. Basically just showing you how to be the better you. You get what I'm saying? Showing you a man how to be more of a man, a woman on how to be pleasing to be around.
According to the Most High God standard. You understand? Read on. We'll be at.
Salakia, if I can too. I don't want to get off topic, but can y'all get that scripture where it say beauty is vain?
Yeah, I was just looking at. Yeah, I just said, God.
I just quoted to the brother. Beauty is vain, but favor is deceit.
Right. A woman that fears the Lord, she shall be praised.
I got it. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 30. Favor is deceitful.
You see that? Favor is deceitful. Somebody showing you favor, giving you favor all the time. That's deceitful. You understand? Because guess what? Though this person may favor you, you might be their favorite. Your ass might not be the Lord's favorite. Right now, you know, the world favor the white man. Right.
I think they fell out.
Yeah, I think it's their internet connection device not connected to a new. You can add them to the screen. Oh, they have to connect their mic out. But yeah, let me read for the ones online. You know, Proverbs 31 and 30. Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that feared the Lord, she shall be praised. Oh, hold on, let me add them. Get back. Let me add them to the stage. Yeah, y'all back.
So like I had bumped the camera. I heard you reading. You wanted to break it down out of one?
Now I was just gonna say, like, the Most High don't give a damn how beautiful you are. Your beauty ain't getting you into the kingdom. It's about you being faithful to the Most High in Christ, following the law, statutes, commandments. Be like a woman like Esther was. You know what I'm saying? Don't turn your back on your people because you beautiful or you got some money or nothing like that. Beauty ain't gonna get you into the kingdom. Being faithful to the Most High in Christ is what's gonna get you into the kingdom. Following the law, statutes, and commandments. Obeying your husband, not being wicked. Esther wasn't wicked, and she showed you. You got it.
And Salakia, I want to read Proverbs 11:22 on with that. It say, as a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. So this lets you know, your beauty don't mean nothing. Your beauty without the discretion, like you could have all the beauty in the world, every woman envy you. But if you a woman that your husband call you and you can't come, or tell him he gonna wait till you get ready, you just like a piece of jewel in the swine's snout. Our foremother Sarah, she was known for reverencing Abraham. That's what she was known for. And Sarah, she probably beautiful as hell, you know what I'm saying? You just picture just how they were, they exercise all the time, walking everywhere, eating right, food not defiled. So she was beautiful. But Sarah
they were gonna try to kill Abraham.
Right.
Abraham like
right.
They gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You my sister, because if I say this is my wife, I'm nigga gonna kill me so they can have you.
Right.
Go ahead.
Talking about that, do your part. Shit, he did. You know what I'm saying? But
nah, like you saying, yeah. like that beauty part. What you say in a snout's mouth?
Right. Yeah. In a pig nose. In a pig nose, the snout is the nose.
Isn't the pig unclean?
Right.
You beautiful as shit, but you still unclean because you're not following the ways of the Lord. You're not following after the commandments. You just worry about being beautiful, but you still out here being unclean, being wicked. Because all you care about is your beauty. Just like a lot of sisters now, they beauty, get them money, get them riches and everything, but they not following the Most High in Christ. They don't give a damn about the truth. All they worrying about is their paycheck and how good they look. That's why you got all them TV shows. What that shit is, what Tyra Banks had, the model shows and all that, they only worry about beauty. And don't give a damn about what the Most High say. Don't give a damn about you not supposed to be walking out there with your body half uncovered, showing your ass and everything else. They don't give a damn about that. They just worry about a paycheck. They just worry about serving themselves. They not serving a man. They not serving the Most High. You just worry about being beautiful. You got it.
Right.
Hey, somebody in the comment said, and that's why they not married. You understand? Exactly.
Yeah, right.
You understand? That's why they not married. And the killing part is they don't want to be. But this sister right here, she was so beautiful and her mannerisms was so right. That's why she got married. That's why she was able to become the queen.
Right.
Because of her submissiveness, because of her kindness, because of how loving and caring she was, because of how humble she was and obedient. You understand? Read on.
Hey, if I can, before you read, if I can, and like we saying, like it ain't about your goddamn beauty, because you could have some other sisters that y'all look at, damn, she ugly, she unattracted. That could be the most loyal sister you can get in the world. She could be loyal to the Most High. Other sisters might say, oh, she don't look good, she unattractive, whatever. She could be the most loyal sister in the world. And it ain't about her beauty. It's about her loyalship, being loyal to the Most High in Christ, being loyal to her man, following the law, statutes, and commandments. That's how you know. Like, the Most High don't give a damn about your looks. Y'all ain't getting to the goddamn kingdom because you pretty, you look good. He worry about what you do and how you serve him, how you serve your husband. You got it.
Damn right. Read on.
Okay. And the king held out to Esther the golden scepter that was in his hand. So Esther drew near and touched the top of the scepter.
She did what?
Touched the top of the scepter.
She's so goddamn smooth. You know what I'm saying? She came up and she touched it. He held his scepter out like, you know what I'm saying? He look around all his guards and shit. Got his badass princess right here. He held it out when she came to him, and she was like if he don't hold that scepter out, she dies. It said he held that scepter out to let them know, don't touch her. That saved her life. She came and she thanked him. Before she said anything, she came and she put her hand on top of that scepter, like recognizing his power. You understand? And she thanked him with that gesture by allowing him, by him allowing her to live and approach him at a time where she didn't schedule. At a time she didn't schedule to speak with him. I'm just thinking about how the king, the king ain't gonna be flying here, but
it's Salakia, sir.
I'm definitely gonna keep doing this work. No.
So I hate to be long-winded, man, because I got a point on that too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just the thought of, like imagine if a sister called her husband Lord, right? You see how freely that word gets thrown around a lot of times. Not only did she just call him Lord, she treated him like one. You know what I'm saying? Like by her recognizing his power and letting it be known in the kingdom, like, yeah, he got my, you know what I'm saying? He got my submissiveness. You get what I'm saying? Like, she just helped him flex. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and that's how you get things done. That's basically what it comes down to. Like, as a woman, you got the power.
Everything she asked him to do, he did it.
I'm talking about,
but because of her obedience, you understand? Go ahead.
I know, and I wanted to say, and you can't pass up the part that she was willing to die for her people. Like, you know what I'm saying? This wasn't no selfish woman. This wasn't no woman who said, what about me? That's all I do is give. What about my happiness? She was willing to lay down her life just for her people, and you don't find too many women like that these days, and that's some of value that our sisters could learn from the sisters in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like our foremothers, it doesn't matter because we didn't have the right examples growing up. But like Captain Kahan was saying through the class earlier, we born again. So that now you got new sisters that you ain't heard about that you come from. You could read how they were willing to put their life on the line in obedience. Like, she been obedience to a man that she could snap her finger and he'll be a goner. But yet she was willing to give her life for all her people. So, that's just something to praise about.
Damn right. It's heavy what you bringing out. We at
verse 3.
Come on with it.
Chapter 5, verse 3. Then said the king unto her, what wilt thou, Queen Esther? And what is thy request? It shall be given it shall be given thee to the half of the kingdom.
You heard me say that. Like, she ain't even asked the nigga yet.
You don't even know what you want.
You don't even know what you want. That nigga saying shit, whatever you want, it's gonna be given to you. You know what I'm saying?
On,
half of of this shit yours. Like nigga said, to the half of the kingdom.
Man, come on, man.
Right.
Damn. Whatever you want, shit, you got it. I'm gonna give you whatever you want. You understand? Read on.
It's like that's because he know that she ain't got no evil in her. You know what I'm saying? To give her what she want before request. He know that she ain't got nothing evil in her.
Like
if it's like
now you got it.
If he was giving her the power for whatever she wanted, she could say, I want to kill your mama and have the, you know what I'm saying? Like he hadn't already gave her the permission, but he know that she ain't got no evil in her. Whatever it is she want, he know it's righteous. You get what I'm saying?
The king told her, you can have whatever you like. Said you can have whatever you like. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
Gonna come. Verse 4. And Esther answered, if it seemed good unto the king.
If what?
If it seemed good unto the king.
If it's good with you. If it's okay with you. Like woman, sisters, if you want something from a man, this is how you ask her. She said what?
If it seemed good unto the king.
If it's good with you.
Let the king and Haman come this day unto the banquet that I have prepared for him.
Now, she prepared the banquet. You understand? Read on.
Come, verse 5. Then the king said, because caused Haman to make haste, that he may do as Esther had said. So the king and Haman came to the banquet that Esther had prepared. Verse 6. And the king said unto Esther at the banquet of wine, what is thy petition? And it shall be granted thee. And what is thy request? Even to the half of the kingdom, it shall be performed.
He said it again, because now he asked her what she wanted the first time. She said, I just want to throw you a fly-ass banquet. You understand? I want to do this for you. You know what I'm saying? Get the other king and tell him, hurry up and come on down. I prepared something nice for y'all. You understand? Read on.
Come, verse 7. Then Esther, then answered Esther and said, my petition and my request.
Oh, Salakia. Yeah, they probably, I don't know if they fell off. Let's give them a few seconds. I don't know if they fell off.
God, yeah, they froze up again.
Yeah, they froze. They tower. What verse they was? I was thinking of something to say on that, but let me see. Let me see where he at. He was on verse. Yeah, so let me finish. Tell you, yeah, they're gonna come back, but just for the audience. So I think he was on verse 8. And he said, if I have found favor in the sight of the king, and if it please the king to grant my petition and to perform my request, let the king and Haman come to the banquet that I shall prepare for them, and I will do tomorrow as the king has said. Now, just even preparing a banquet, you know, some of our sisters don't know how to do that, but sister getting the ISUPK, you learn to prepare a banquet and all that. You know what I'm saying? We was in Shreveport, I think it was last week. No, week before last or last week for the brother funeral. And man, them sisters put together a breakfast banquet. Man, you had all kind of food. Man, they fed and housed all of the brothers and sisters from Texas. They back. You know what I'm saying? Like the sister did a banquet. And you had all the Texas, you had Minnesota, you had all kind of people there. And people learn that some sisters don't know how to prepare a banquet. But shit, you get up in this, you're gonna learn how to feed the brothers, feed the sisters. You know what I'm saying? Prepare a banquet. And that breakfast was so good. Shit, I went back home. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they back. Yeah, y'all can finish.
Right. But
Yeah, we had some technical difficulty. You gonna say something?
I don't come.
I was about to say, just like Sai was just saying, like Esther wasn't no goddamn dragon. That's the most important part. She wasn't no goddamn dragon. She know how to still follow order, be under order, but she still was for her goddamn people. You know what I'm saying? She know how to stand strong for her people and not be a goddamn dragon to the one that was a goddamn heathen who wasn't even Israelite, but still was her king. She still knew how to not be a dragon, but she fought for her people. You got it.
Right. And Salaki, before we move on, it just hit me. This for sister, cause you never know. You know what I'm saying? It might be a sister coming to school that married to a heathen. You can look at Esther to see how you deal with your husband, cause you can't divorce him and still serve the Lord and serve your people. You can look at like it ain't nothing too hard that we have an answer for everything in the school of ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? This sister was married to a heathen, and she still was valuable to her people at the same time.
Right. That's the same reason why we say, even as a brother, if a brother got a heathen wife or something, you still ain't gonna treat her like a dragon. You gonna be loyal to your people, but you ain't gonna treat her like a dragon because she a heathen. You got with that heathen, you ain't know the truth. You ain't gonna treat her like a goddamn dragon. Hey, you can't put her away or none of that because you stuck with her. That's your wife now.
Right.
That don't mean you gonna treat her like a dragon. You just gonna be loyal to your people. You know what I'm saying? And teach your people how you teach them the truth, the law, statutes, commandments, and then you still gotta keep that woman that you got as a heathen, even though she ain't an Israelite. You still gotta keep her now. You stuck with her, but you ain't gonna treat her like a dragon. You ain't gonna abuse her and down her and humiliate her. You know what I'm saying? The same way with Esther. When she married that goddamn heathen, became the queen, she ain't treat him like shit, but she still was loyal to her people. She knew what she had to do for her people. She knew who the true Israelites was, the Jews. She was loyal to them. You got it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to speed up a little bit because of the time. Try to get the rest of the story out.
I see you got the dagger, man. You got the dagger.
Yeah, man. This my imaginary scepter for right now.
I see that. So maybe we'll go get mine, but I see the brother Charles, my cousin, Ken Folk, but he put how much you have to put up with. And I want to read a scripture like Christ said, "Unseparate be for fornication." You know what I'm saying? You would just have to get counsel when it coming to a sister, but you can't put a sister away for nothing but fornication. So I just want to hurry up and read that real quick. I think it's Matthew 19. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 9.
And while you bring that out, you got to realize how much did Christ put up with us?
Right.
We was in our wickedness. How much did the Most High in Christ put up with us to even give us grace to where we could change and come back?
Right. All right. Matthew chapter 19, verse 9. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committed adultery. And whoso marry her which is put away, do commit adultery. So how much you put up with? Now you got to go to the brotherhood scripture. How many times shall I forgive my brother? 7 times? No, 70 times 7. Your brother come to you and say, forgive me, forgive him. You know what I'm saying? So you would just have to go to, he said, but how would you know if she didn't counsel? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got spirit of shall I go ahead, I don't want.
Nah, but how would you know if she didn't what?
No, talking about commit adultery. From when I read the scripture.
You got to have proof.
Right. So, and Salakia, I was going to tell them that, it's counsel. Like when you read, I think number 6, it got something called spirit of jealousy come on you. When the spirit of jealousy come on you, you go to the priest, you go to council. And during the council, it gonna come out and the priest gonna tell you, let her go, or she did this, or the priest gonna tell you, forgive her. You know what I'm saying? She didn't. You know, that's just your mind playing with you. So everything, you know, like I would, you know, for y'all who just getting on here, like just go back after, like if you go in you on ISUPK Louisiana, if you go to the live, you're gonna see Captain Kahan did a class with courting, but some of the stuff dealing with marriage is in there. You know what I'm saying? And all the, you know, your question be answered. Just watch these classes. Like, you know, Captain Kahan did marriage classes, I think a year ago or something, you know, going with accountability and all of that. But do nothing with our counsel. You know, if you get in the school of the ISUPK, you get in this body, you got everything. We building up the nation. You got counselor, marriage counselor, you got everything in the truth. But you do nothing with our counsel. But Salaka, I think Officer Nakawan them, I know we pressing for time.
No sweat, but that's an excellent point you bringing out. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to watch the live classes for sure. But we got plenty of classes, plenty of topics. You understand? You can type in ISUPK Louisiana marriage, all those classes will pop up. You know what I'm saying? Like different topics, different things. Like the scriptures say, study day and night. You know, meditate day and night in these scriptures. You understand? That's the only way you're gonna really be able to be in the truth. A lot of people know about the truth. You know, they can read the truth, but being in it and being able to live it, you're gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be at the forefront of your mind. You understand? Who we right?
It's like Officer Nakawan got the dagger in the head right now. It got to be a dagger put into it. You got to have that truth. You know, you got to have some evidence, everything. You got to be a dagger.
Right.
You just can't assume and say shit. That's why he got that dagger up there. Cause he official. He knows. You got to be a dagger in it. You got to have that proof.
All right.
Oh, it's like this is Esther chapter 5 verse 9. Then went Haman forth that day joyful and with a gold heart. But when Haman saw Mordecai in the king's gate, that he stood not up nor moved for him, he was full of indignation against Mordecai. Verse 10, nevertheless, Haman refrained himself, and when he came home, he sent and called for his friend and Zeresh, his wife. Verse 11.
If we could just quiet down just a little bit more, y'all, just a little bit more.
And Haman told them of the glory of his riches and the multitude of his children and all the things wherein the king had promoted him, and how he had advanced him above the princes and servants of the king. Verse 12, Haman said, moreover, yea, Esther, the queen did not let no man come in with the king unto the banquet that she had prepared, but myself. And tomorrow I am invited unto her also with the king.
You see that? He boasting. He like, I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting VIP treatment. Ain't nobody coming in with me. You know what I'm saying? Queen invited me to that thing. Go ahead.
Come, verse 13. Yet all this availeth me nothing, as long as I see Mordecai the Jew sitting in the king's gate.
Now he like, I don't care about none of this shit. Because this Jew that refused to bow down, you understand,
is here.
I'm looking at
it all the way.
Like, we just put out this decree. We got 10,000 shekels of silver. Why ain't this nigga dead? Go ahead.
Come. Verse 14. Then said Zeresh his wife and all his friends unto him, let a gallows be made of 50 cubit high. And tomorrow speak thou unto the king that Mordecai may be hanged thereon.
Like that sounds like one of them ordeal they took to the insurrection. They took one of them devices to hang somebody on to the goddamn to the insurrection. You understand? He's saying make it 50 cubits high. Make it good and high.
So everybody can see.
So we can hang Mordecai from it. You understand? Right. Remember, that whole decree came about because Mordecai refused to bow down. You understand? And now they say that the laws of the Jews is diverse from all people. You understand? And these people, they don't even follow the king law. You understand? So what good do these people profit the king? Just like today, they sought out our lives back in those days. You understand? But Esther got something up her sleeve. You understand? Read on.
Okay. Then goes I in marriage with the king unto the banquet, and the thing pleased him, and he caused the gallows to be made. Chapter 6, verse 1. On that night could not the king sleep, and he commanded to bring the book of the records of the chronicles, and there were read before the king. Verse 2. And it was found written that Mordecai had told Bigthana and Theresh, two of the king's chamberlain, the keepers of the door, whom sought to lay hands on King Ahasuerus. Verse 3. And the king said, what honor and dignity had been done to Mordecai for this?
You see that? Now Mordecai, the king is reading that book that it was written that Mordecai told them about the two men that was plotting to kill the king. And the king is saying, well, damn,
what did I do for him?
What good did I do to this man? Because this man has surely done good by me. You understand? Keep in mind, Mordecai is Esther's uncle. You understand? Read on.
Okay. Then said the king's servant that ministered unto him, there is nothing done for him. Verse 4. The king said, who is in the court? Now Haman was coming to the outward court of the king's house to speak unto the king to hang Mordecai on the gallows that he had prepared for him. Verse 5. And the king's servant said unto him, behold, Haman standeth in the court. And the king said, let him come in. Verse 6. So Haman came in, and the king said unto him, what shall be done to the man whom the king delighted to honor? Now Haman thought in his heart, to whom would the king delight to do honor more than myself? Verse 7. And Haman answered the king, for the man whom the king delighted to honor. Verse 8. Let the royal apparel be brought, which the king useth to wear, and the horse that the king rideth upon, and the crown royal which is set upon his head. Verse 9. And let this apparel and horse be delivered to the hand of one of the king's most noble princes, that they may array the man with all whom the king delighted to honor, and bring him on horseback. Go
ahead, Adam.
No, I was gonna say, isn't this the story where the king where the king turned around and made Mordecai up on high too, right?
Yeah, yeah, later on, yeah, he gonna get hammer chain and he gonna get a hammer in the house.
No, you got it. One, I was just saying, this the story where the king wound up making Mordecai on high too.
Right.
I don't think they can hear us.
They can hear us, but they have to mute whenever we speak, so it won't echo.
Okay, yeah, you got it. Lock it.
Come. And bring him on horseback through the street of the city, and proclaim before him, thus shall it be done to the man whom the king delighted to honor. Verse 10. Then the king said to Haman, make haste and take the apparel and the horse, as thou hast said, and do even so to Mordecai the Jew, that sitteth at the king's gate. Let nothing fail of all that thou hast spoken.
Right. Whatever I'm telling y'all to do, y'all do it to the T. Right. Everything I'm telling y'all to do it. You understand? Don't fail to do not one of these things. The king said do it, it better be done. You understand?
Mordecai.
You're done. But do it, but you damn right, do it to Mordecai.
Right. Verse 11. Then took Haman the apparel and the horse, and arrayed Mordecai, and brought him on horseback through the street of the city, and proclaimed before him, thus shall it be done unto the man whom the king delighted to honor. Verse 12, and Mordecai came again to the king's gate, but Haman haste to his house mourning, and having his head covered. Verse 13, and Haman told Zeresh his wife and all his friends everything that had befallen him. Then said his wise men and Zeresh his wife unto him, if Mordecai be the seed of the Jew, before whom thou hast begun to fall, thou shalt not prevail against him, but shalt surely fall before him. Verse 14, and while they were yet talking with him, came the king's chamberlain, and hasted to bring Haman unto the banquet that Esther had prepared. Chapter 7, verse 1. So the king and Haman came to the banquet with Esther the queen. Verse 2, and the king said again to Esther on the second day at the banquet of wine, what is thy petition, Queen Esther? It shall be granted thee. And what is thy request? It shall be performed, even to the half of the kingdom. Verse 3, then Esther the queen answered and said, if I had found favor in the sight, O king, if it please the king, let my life be given, let my life be given me at my petition, and my people at my request. Verse 4, for we are sold, and I and my people to be destroyed, to be slain, and to perish.
You see that? She didn't ask for some selfish thing. She asked for her people's lives to be spared. You understand? Right. She asked for that decree that was made earlier to destroy her people, even the children, that it be lifted. You understand? This sister risked her life while she was sitting on high. She had everything. You understand? She had everything. But above all, she had compassion for her people. That's right. She didn't forget who the hell she was. She didn't forget where she came from. And she didn't forget a man who raised her as his own child after her mother and father passed away. You understand? She didn't forget. And like some of you brothers and sisters, man, you're disobedient to your mother. You're disobedient to your father. You understand? These people raised you up, fed you. You understand? Bathed you, clothed you, changed your diaper. They wipe boo-boo from your butt. And you had a nerve to say some of the things and do some of the things that you do to your parents, man. We got to get back to who we really are. We got to get back to honoring our mother and father, man. We got to get back to loving ourselves and loving our people, man. You understand? Read on.
Come on, but if we had been sold for bondmen and bondwomen, I had held my tongue, although the enemy could not countervail the king's damage. Verse 5, then the king Ahasuerus answered and said unto Esther the queen, who is he, and where is he, that durst presume in his heart to do so? Verse 6, and Esther said, the adversary and enemy is this wicked Haman.
Adversary.
The adversary and enemy is this wicked Haman. Then Haman was afraid before the king and the queen. Verse 7, and the king arising from the banquet of wine in his wrath went into the palace garden, and Haman stood up to make request for his life to Esther the queen, for he saw that there was evil determined against him by the king. Verse 8, then the king returned out of the palace garden into the place of the banquet of wine, and Haman was fallen upon the bed whereon Esther was. Then said the king, will he force the queen also before me in the house? As the word went out of the king's mouth, they covered Haman's face. Verse 9, and Harbonah, one of the chamberlains, said before the king, behold also the gallows 50 cubit high, which Haman had made for Mordecai, who had spoken good of the king, standeth in the house of Haman. Then the king said, hang him thereon.
Do what?
Hang him thereon.
Hang him thereon. He built it to kill a Jew. He built it to kill Mordecai. He hated Mordecai so much. He had it built, and he hung on it. Once again, man, the Lord is poetic. The Lord is poetic. The old folks used to say, you understand? You better dig too.
Like if I could.
Go ahead.
Building to bury the vice of your death is diabolical.
You understand? You was gonna say something, your side?
Kind. I just wanted on this part. I was holding this scripture right here. I'm gonna hurry up and read it. Psalm 15 and 17. It said he made a pit and dig it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. I will praise the Lord according to his righteousness, and will sing praise to the name of the Lord Most High. Right.
Right. Hey, I love that scripture there. I'm gonna have to put that one. I'm gonna have to put that one in the book. I think you read it one time before. But boy, oh boy, that sound like what Grandma used to say. You know what I'm saying? That's heavy. Hey, see if you can find the one where it say if we obey the Most High God, He'll fight for us. You know, if we sinning, then they got the green light to do whatever they want to do with us. You know what I'm saying? But if we keeping the law, then the Most High God are gonna protect us. They gotta pass us by. You know, because the sister said,
you talking about Judith 5:19.
But the sister said, fast and pray. When Mordecai told her what needs to be done, she knew that she had to go put her life on the line. And she didn't say, no, I don't know about that. Like the Bible ain't say she had no doubt at all. She just said, well, you know what? I'm finna go do this thing. So get everybody together, y'all fast and pray. And you know what I'm saying? And we gonna all fast together. And my handmaids, we all gonna fast together. And I'm gonna go do it. And she did it. You understand? And she did it. And because she cared about her people, we was delivered out of the hands of these heathens. You understand? We was delivered out of the hands of these heathens. You sisters need to take some, you know what I'm saying? Take some notes. Take some notes. Pay attention to how this sister carried herself, her mannerism, how she didn't let her beauty be the thing that she didn't lead with her beauty. She led with her righteousness. She led with her obedience to the Most High God. She led with remembering who she was as a people. So many of us, we get in a high position and we ain't black no more. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You forget that. You forget who the hell you are. Right. Like I said earlier, OJ was saying, I'm not black, I'm OJ. You understand? What's the sister name that what? Candace Owens. You get with that heathen, now you think you one of them. You understand? You better remember who the hell you are. You better remember who you are, man. If you get in some high seat, you get some job, or you get some raise, or you do some fancy thing, don't forget about your people, man. Don't forget about the men that raised you. Don't forget about the people that poured that love and kindness into you. You understand? And taught you how to be who you are. Don't forget who the hell you are. Don't lose yourself. You understand? You got that scripture out?
And I just wanted to say, when you were saying about Candace Owens when she got with the heathen, like a lot of these sisters, they get with these heathen and they don't realize, well, they do realize they got with a heathen, because even as Esther with this man, this king, one also thing she knew, it pleased the king to kill her people, because when that dude came with that proposition and said, if it pleased the king for this, she know her husband agreed to it. She know if she would have been married to her own people, he would have said, wait, hold on, I can't agree to this. This go against my people. So you will realize you're married to a heathen. That's just your lot, though. That's all I wanted to say.
Damn right. You holding that scripture?
The book of Judah, chapter 5, verse 19. But now are they returned to their God and are come up from the place where they were scattered and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. Verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. Verse 21. But
So, like you real quick, you see that? If we not listening and obeying the Most High God, they know they got free reign to come and overtake us. You understand? They say, consider this shall be their end. Right. This is what's going to end them. This is going to be, if they in error, if they live in an error, we can do whatever we want to do to them. We can pour drugs into their neighborhood. We can kill them and hold ourselves not guilty. We can hang them from trees on college campuses. That's right. You understand? We can do whatever the hell we want to do to them. We can get on national television and become president while saying, what do you got to lose? What do you got to lose? You understand? Read on.
Verse 21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God be for them, and we become a reproach.
Go ahead, read the rest of it. We become a reproach. That's the last part.
And we become a reproach before all the world.
You see that? If we live righteously, we do what the Most High God says, they will not be allowed to come against us. They will not be able to come against us. In fact, they will become a reproach throughout all the earth. You understand? Yeah. And the Lord will drive them out. The Lord will destroy them. We got to be a people, man, that's worth it. You know what I'm saying? You sisters out there, you got to be like Esther. You brothers out there, you got to be like Mordecai. You understand? You got to stand for this truth, man. You got to stand for our heritage. You understand? Mordecai told him straight up, I'm a Jew. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm a Jew. I don't be bowing down and all, know what I'm saying? Had him mad and vexed. But Mordecai was right. That's why the end results that he ordered for that device, that hanging device to be built 50 cubits high to hang Mordecai from it. Lo and behold, his body hung from it. You understand? The Lord is constantly showing us throughout the Bible what we have to do in order to get his protection, in order for him to be against our enemies. You understand? We have to be for the Most High God. We have to love what the Most High God loves. We have to hate what the Most High God hates. Because contrary to popular belief, the Most High God hates. You think the Most High God love evil? God hate evil. You think he loves murderers? God hate murderers. You think he loves sex offenders? Sexual assaulters? You understand? God hates them. You think the Most High God loves sinners? God hates sinners. It's in the Bible.
Don't listen to Dietrich Haddon.
You understand? He hates sin and sinners. That's right. You understand? He hates evil and the doers of evil. So then what we have to do, man, we have to get in this Bible and figure out how to live righteously and according to the law, according to the Most High God, man. With that, I'm going to end the class. Officer Matterport, you want to say something?
Salaki.
You got it.
Yeah, no, I was trying to say, when you read that just let us know that the Christian church is against us, because this tell you if we sin against our God, they could do whatever they want with us. And Christianity tell us the laws is done away with. So they teach us to sin so these nations could do whatever they want with us. And Salaki, oh yeah, damn, we on the time. You want me to read right quick the that lab? I think it's in chapter 9, showing that this day was given for
Baba Bashar. Yeah.
All right. Esther 9 and Shalaki, man, we are kept butting in, and we never had time to read it all. But Esther, I guess I read verse chapter 9, verse 20 and 21, and then I read 27. So verse 20, it says, and Mordecai wrote these things and sent letters unto all the Jews that was in all the province of the king Ahasuerus, both nigh and far, verse 21, to establish this among them, that they should keep the 14th day of the month Adar and the 15th day of the same year. Verse 27, the Jews ordained and took upon them and upon their seed, and upon all such as joined themselves unto them, so it should not fall, that they would keep these 2 days according to their writing and according to their appointed time every year. So y'all, this is why Salaki did drop off. So y'all, this is why we keep this feast day. This day is you know what I'm saying, when they dug a ditch, but they didn't dug 2 ditch, and that ditch was for them. On the 14th and 15th day of the 12th month, they had decreed to unalive all the Jews, but it changed, and the Most High put it in our favor, where we had a chance to unalive our enemies. And therefore, we still honoring this day in 2026, the slaughtering of our enemies.
Damn right, man. Get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of that, the Lord's 57th annual Passover, which is another high holiday. You know what I'm saying? We celebrate the death of our enemies. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord don't miss. 57th annual Passover, man. Houston, Texas, April the 4th at the B&H Ranch, Houston, Texas. Is going down in a major way. I'm hoping to see all y'all brothers and sisters in the building. It's going to be the biggest Passover yet. I can't wait to see all y'all brothers and sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be at the Lord's 57th annual Passover, man. Keeping that high holiday, keeping these righteous traditions alive. You understand? Big shout out to Officer 5000 Matterfall. You want to say something, sir? Before we get out of here? No sweat. Precinct Officer 1000. Yesai, you wanted to say something?
So that both in Christ, man. I just want to say the water to y'all. We got the school open. You see, for everybody up in Louisiana grown. Y'all see where them 2 brothers at? That's the school up in Louisiana. So we do have a school in Louisiana. You could come congregate. We got Sabbath class. The brother on the side of Officer Nakawan, he teaches the Hebrew. That's who taught me the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? This is the ISUPK. And then, I just want to tell y'all shalom. Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shabbarak Thumb to the brothers, and Yahweh Shemana Thumb B'Shem Yahweh Shah to the sisters.
All right, Rawam, you want to say something?
Hey, man, shalom Yahweh B'Shem Thumb to my brothers, man. Shalom Yahweh Shemana Thumb B'Shem Yahweh Shah. To my beautiful sisters, man.
Hey, you in the northern Louisiana area, we in Shreveport, Louisiana, 3222 West 70th Street. You understand? We have Tuesday night class from 7 to 9, Wednesday night class from 7 to 9. You know what I'm saying? On Friday, we have the Lashawan Kodash teaching you the Hebrew language, how to read, write the Hebrew. You understand? Read, write, and speak the Hebrew. Friday, 7 to 9 o'clock, 7 class, 12 p.m. until 1 or 2. With that, I'm going to say, shalom to my brothers out there. Shalom to my sisters. The water for y'all joining in, coming to class, man. Hoping to see y'all in class tomorrow. You understand? Make sure y'all hit that sign in link to get your credit for your attendance. You understand? Get you a notepad. You know what I'm saying? If you're a brother, you want to get into school, make sure you got on all black. You know what I'm saying? Boots, pants, war scarf. I know we can't see you, but the angels watch. The Lord watch.
That's right.
You understand? Sister, when we having these classes as well, brothers got to make sure their head is uncovered. sisters, make sure you cover your head. Get yourself a beautiful head covering. Get you a Bible. You know what I'm saying? King James Bible and Apocrypha. This book right here. Or you can get the King James Bible with the Apocrypha included. You understand? Get you a pen and pad. Write down these precepts. Write down these scriptures, man, so you can study it and study to show yourself approved, man. With that, shalom. You got it, Yesai. You can hit it. Go ahead, out of one.
Hey, Slocky, how about you? Sure, up the thumb. Yeah, how much more talking about you? Yeah, what's up? Yeah.
Hey, I'm right.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.